All right, welcome everybody to this episode of 2 weeks of random games. So I can't play the game I was going to play. I was going to play Terraria, but I refuse to play without Magic Storage, and Magic Storage is broken right now. The whole filtering system for Magic Storage is broken. It was so broken that my game just froze, and I had to Alt F for it. And it's a known issue since August 12th, and they haven't fixed it yet. So until then, we're going to play something else. And today's game is going to be yet another zombie survivor. I really like this game, so it's going to be fun to play. So let's play. Who are we going to play today? Let's play mechanic. Let's start out with mechanic. Play isolated city. We'll do default, and we'll do second difficulty level. What do I want here? Grab that. Sure. I think we're going to be. Are we going to be doing kinetic with her? I don't know. Let's just do that. And we'll do the healing badge as well. I don't have the boss's badges right now. Yeah. We could, instead of doing that one, we can do this one for more cash to unlock some more things. Sorry, anybody who is wanting me to play Terraria, but it's just broken, and I kind of refuse to play without magic storage. I don't like playing without it. There are other storage mods, none of them are for me. Um, okay. We're not going to do that right now. We're just going to take transmitter. I was thinking about taking cooling, but I don't think we need that right this second. Get our main weapon up in damage. It's been a while since I played, so I can't remember how I had the mechanics set up last time completely. I don't know if I have her set up right now and her level up tree as ranged or melee right now. I think I'm just gonna take the liberate instead. And I don't think I want Lancer. I think I want something else. So we're going to take this. There's another weapon you can choose, I think, at this level. Is there? I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know. It may be the third level that is done. I don't think there's any way I can check right now. I may need to go Lancer first. And then I can choose my other weapon. Yeah, let's go and just do the Lancer. Get it done. transmitter again then. Since I can't pick a weapon. Fast guys are here. This is where it gets pretty bad. Grab this. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take that, but we're going to lock down this thing, because I definitely want that, and we're going to take that. Do I go cooling or do I just do ice turret now? I think we just do ice turret. Get that rocking. Grab the frenzy. I like using the signal booster. The closer you are to the center, the bigger the boost. Finally, a freaking weapon again. The more green dots on it, the closer you are, the maximum you get. Unfortunately, we just don't have the weapon right now to go through it. Stay in the middle all the time. Alright, watch out. Elite guy. I know there's not many on the ground, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab the magnet. Those guys are here. This is annoying. Grab that. Shit. Okay. So now we have to lock down the scouter and then pick this one. I wish I could lock down two of them, but I can only lock down one. No. No. This... Unfortunately, we didn't get the weapon I wanted. Okay, we got an SOS signal. That's fine. Let's run up here and grab these things real quick. Weapon crit chance. Yeah. Damn it. Okay, we're getting boxed in. We're getting boxed in. I don't have the killing power right now. So we're just gonna have to keep moving. There it is, chainsaw. Even level 1 just lets me mow these guys down, so we're fine now. Just have to be careful of the guys that explode into piles. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Let's get chainsaw again. Huntress or... No, we're gonna liberate that. And we're gonna go ahead and take the cooling mod. Huntress or medic is who we want. So boss. Boss is dead. Chainsaw 3. Ice Turret 3. Alright, let's go ahead and head up here, grab these 2 military trainings, and go down for these others. Let's go ahead and max out Chainsaw. We can go ahead and grab the Frenzy as well to get over there to the deals quicker. Let's go ahead and grab Ice Turret 4. That'll max it out. Weapon attack speed. Okay. Any of these that I want to lock down. That's a lot of critical damage. Okay. We'll lock down the torch, grab the scouter. Turret. Water at high pressure dealing additional slashing damage. Or Bermuda Triangle. I don't think I've ever messed with either one of these. I think I stopped playing right after I unlocked these and never messed with them. Let's try this one. Let's see what that does for us. Yeah, okay. This ain't bad. Go ahead and grab the deal. This time we'll try and re-roll. There's our medic. So that's going to give us a lot of survivability, a little bit of extra damage. Stim pack, of course. Also, you kind of don't, like, banish weapons and stuff anymore. You don't really banish on the screen. You can, but you really usually don't do it. Go ahead and get our military training again. Grab the magnet. Okay, medical drone then. Stim pack. Medical drones. You still do the weapon last on the medic, but you don't ban it anymore. You would eventually like to get her to freezing grenades. Let's do cooling mods too. That's our priority right now, is getting more cold. Freezing things is going to help our survivability. Let's go and move up here, grab the chest. Ultra Instinct. We don't have any, so that's no use. For each rank of any ability you have, every survivor gain 1 bonus to ability area and duration. Half in a full team. And then when you receive damage, gain +5 max HP and 0.5 armor. Caps after 300 activations. None of this is speaking to me, so we're just going to take the torch and go. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I played. I think I played since the last update. So I think I've explained some of this, but we'll go over some of it again as we go. Let's max out Stim Pack. We may be able to get the mod for it. Grab the military training. Tough skin or medication? I usually do medicament. Yeah, let's go ahead and do... Well, with what I have, I don't really need that. Since we're going to be medical droning and using medical drone as a healing deal, we don't need this one, so we're going to take the armor for... Make sure we take less damage while the Stim Pack is up. Yeah, okay, that guy's here. Now the way. Pickup range, ability damage, weapon attack speed. Let's do save our rerolls for trying to get the Huntress. So we'll just take the rare then. Not the greatest thing. Alright, so he did. Let's pick, see if we can get the Huntress. There we go. We don't want Arrow Rain, so we're going to banish Arrow Rain. And we're going to start working on her bow. We need to get her up to freezing arrows. Also, something that is different since the last... I don't think it's since the last time we played, but... Something that is different with the newest update to the game is... I'm going to take this. You want to get your survivors... You can delay like once or twice, but you really want to get your survivors quicker than you used to. Used to, you could just delay. But you can't really do that anymore due to wanting the XP bonus you get for having a full team. And also... These items, like I said, I don't remember the last time I played. These items, you have a limited number you can have now. Used to, you could have infinite. Now you're limited to your slots. So you could have 2, 4, 6, 8 of items. And then you would eventually, if you found something else you wanted, you would have to get rid of something. Which you can do. No. That would give me a lot of cash and stuff, but I kind of want this more. I guess I can, like, lock this down. If I forget nothing better, I can choose it. But this is going to just let us melt, like, normal enemies now. We were already doing that anyway. This will just make it even quicker. We want to banish remote controlled car so it doesn't show up. I don't like the remote controlled car. It's not very good. Don't care about bear trap. We'll just take the animal penetration. Unless there's just something you don't want, you don't banish it nowadays. You know you're never going to use. Okay, medical drone then. So we can upgrade to our multi-shot. And now you also have to choose, like, if you choose damage, you have to give it to somebody. In this setup, the damage is always going to the Huntress. She's your DPS. If you're using the mechanic, her chainsaw is so powerful, you don't even need to worry about giving her damage up. Especially on, like, if you're in endless mode, you might do it, but if you're in just regular default mode, you shouldn't need to do it. That should be 2% dodge chance, 6% cash, and 10% XP is all it would be. No, it would actually be more. It would be 3, 9, and 15. I'm just going to pass on it, though. We'll just take this one. This is just going to give us a level now. Let's grab medical drone. And then we're going to take the defense. And that's medical drone done. There's also synergies between characters now that you can unlock in their skill tree. We'll go over their skill tree after this run. Because I'll need to spend some points anyway. Certain characters work better with other certain characters. Also, it's been a while since they've updated the game, and the reason why is the next update is supposed to add a new character as well, I think. Either it's going to add a new character or it's going to add a new map. I'm not sure which. I don't know why they would add a new character because they just released the mechanic, but if they do, that's great. We're going to go ahead and grab multi-shot so her damage goes up. I don't even know if we're going to get her up to freezing arrows or not before the end of the deal. because... And it's not like we need it. We're already killing things, like, pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and get cooling mods. That'll get that off of our list of things to do. I don't know what the other one is. This is really good, though. But I think I'm just going to do multi-shot. And see if I can figure out what the other one is. Next level. Because that support one will give us our stim pack faster is the main thing it would do. Horde has evolved. Okay, we got another chest over here. Let's grab multi-shot again. None of this is any good for us. Let's grab the bulletproof vest. That'll at least give us some defense against all the shooters that are coming out now. Oh. Okay, infinite. Additional ice damage shows. Oh, okay. I'd rather have the support, actually. Okay, no, the bear trap is actually pretty good. I was thinking about banishing the bear trap, but it's actually pretty good if you get it high enough. I'm gonna just start. Let's just raise all of her stuff. Let's not worry about the medic. The medic is pretty much done. We may want one level of resurrection, but that'll be about it. Let's grab our military trainings that are on the map. Yeah. Might as well. Okay, next level we should be able to get freezing arrows. There we go. Now her DPS is going to skyrocket. If we can get her up into, like, maximum freezing arrow. And that's why. They just pop sometimes. You can hear the ice mechanic going off so much. I'm hoping for another chest to come up soon, and it has the ice propagation item again that we saw earlier. It would be so good to have right now. But I don't know if we'll be able to get that or not. See, look at him just get chunked down. He didn't even get an attack off, really. Out of all these, we'll do Zombie Decoy 3. Here's another chest. Let's go grab it. I would really like to reroll and get that propagation, but this is so good. Defeating an elite or boss in an instantly reloads your weapon and grants a 20% weapon cooldown reduction for 10 seconds. We're about to get into the part where we hit so many enemies. We're getting so many bosses, like at the last 3 minutes or so, that this is going to just pay for itself, really. So we're just going to have to grab that. If we get another chest and we get the propagation, we'll just have to get rid of the farming tools. Is the thing we would get rid of. Freezing arrows again to get that higher. And now it's basically just a boss hunt. We run from boss to boss, basically, is what we do. Go for our military training if we can, but we kill the bosses on our way by. They give us our buff, and we'll just take movement speed because of that. That's what happens. We can just go from boss to boss and just start melting them. That's our whole plan, is to just do that. I don't like that one. I usually take the other one. The one that allows it to taunt. This is the one I want. Or the one that gives it more time. No, toxic. That's what it is. Yeah. I like having it last longer. There's freezing arrows 4 right at the end. The toxics are just a little something error. The big thing is making it last longer. I'm gonna go ahead and go down here and grab this magnet so we can get some more levels. Arrow pin. No. Let's grab the experiment. There we go, explosives. That's just gonna, only a small enemies, that's just gonna create explosives everywhere. And that's just more control of the small enemies. We'll take the magic hat and replace the farming tools with it. That'll just increase our damage here at the end, which we don't really need, but we can do it. Experiment. Yep, there they all are. Like I said, I don't even know if I have, if I had the deal unlocked. So, just take a look at the Huntress here at her damage dealt. She is the DPS. Now, the mechanic is great as well. Chainsaw is awesome. But your main DPS is always going to be the Huntress. That's why I didn't put the damage on the mechanic, because she was already doing this. She was already doing this much damage. The Hunters came online a whole lot later, but she was close. She was this close to surpassing the mechanic already. So, yeah. She was that close to passing the mechanic, and she came on that much later. That's why the Huntress is so good. So when I was talking about synergies, that's all this stuff down here. So the Huntress goes really great together with the SWAT, because when those two are together and the SWAT takes grenades and the Huntress takes zombie decoy, the zombie decoy now spawns grenades and stuff like that. And the Huntress also goes with the tank, allows the bear trap, spawns a saw blade drone circling around the trap when they're using saw blade trap. So, also the Huntress has the damage against elites. She only has 2 points, so yeah, we can't put another point into that. We got a general, 4 points in general. Let's see. I should have everything into weapons, right? Yeah. Okay. So it's working on this stuff up here. I needed 1 more point to max that out, so I'll just hold on to that. Medic is all about her freeze flask for me. Her syringer is bad. Her toxic is bad. The toxic is just terrible. They haven't fixed toxic at all. So I always go freezing. I was working on maxing her out there. Her synergies is with the SWAT. So SWAT, Huntress, Medic is a core team. And this will allow attacks with the medical drone now have a 50% chance to ricochet. The thing of it is you can't choose the medic drone specialization that makes it only heal. If you do that, this is useless. So just be aware of that. And then the medic and the ghost, experiment 21, explosions now have a chance to fire shurikens as well. I'm not sure, but I think if you choose the ice only specialization, it gets rid of the explosion, which makes us useless. I think. I can't say for sure though. So I'm going to go ahead and max out that, and then I'll probably save up points and get the evolutions for that next. Mechanic, yes, I was using chainsaw. Her other weapons are also great. The thing I would go for next, the other thing is the nitro gun. This is a grenade with cold damage. The problem is it fires really, really slow. So you're going to have to be... I would only use the nitro gun if you were going to take the mechanic second as your second pick and not your first opening pick. Just to let you know. The Spanner Spammer is also nice. It's just an upgraded version of her first base weapon. So it's definitely okay. But it's still more of a melee weapon than a ranged. It works just like this one. It's just this one is an upgraded version of it. The Lancer is okay as a secondary weapon. It's not great. It's actually pretty damn bad on its reload. That's why I was running around without attacking so many things so much. Her transmitter is really good for everybody. I would ignore the cart, the remote control car. And I don't think they've updated or anything. This is just awful right now. I have no use for this whatsoever. The special thing about the mechanic is she gives you pickup range with her power-ups and her white power-up duration. So if you want to go a white power-up build, you definitely want to take this as a badge. Her next one is giving you ice type. This is the one I'm raising right now. And then she gives experience gem rarity plus 50%. I think what this does is it changes all the experience gems that fall on the ground to a tier higher. by 50%, I think. So there's a 50% chance, I think, that a higher tier gym will spawn instead of the regular tier. That gives you more experience. I think that's what that does. I cannot say for sure, though. Mechanic goes well together with the engineer. The transmitter creates a expanding ring of energy when spawned, dealing electric damage. And then the Huntress mechanic, ice turret taunts enemies for 3 seconds after spawning. We didn't really get this because I didn't have a point into this, but if I did, we would have had this synergy with the Huntress. But right now I'm using the getting points into this one. I need 5 points now to max that out. That's my main focus right now, because I mainly focus on ice damage, because ice damage can freeze the enemies, and that means they're not going to hit you really much at all. It's a defensive mechanic, really. So yeah. So my general is all about maxing out the weapons stuff and using weapons instead. Abilities you would switch to out of weapons to max them out if you were going to do an ability build. I max out the specialization modifier just means I get more points as I go through. Do the same thing with cash. Damage against bosses is also a good one to have as well. There's this one that gives you banish. There's like reroll here. This one is, where is it? There's one that does something else. So we got banish and reroll. There's one that does the other one somewhere in here, I think. Maybe not. This is new. I've never seen this one before. This is brand new. I've never seen this one. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm saving up points to finish this. I'm basically maxing out the top line, and then I'm going to go somewhere else. Probably, I might go ahead and get this instead of maxing that out next, because that's interesting. I don't know what that does, but that'll be interesting to find out. But let's do one more run. This time we're going to start with the SWAT. And we're going to play on level 2. Let's see. You know what? Let's get rid of that, and let's get kinetic, because we're going to be doing a lot of kinetic with the SWAT. The SWAT is one of the best starts you can have. It's one of the most powerful characters. And also, if you're just starting out, I think it's the only character you have unlocked as well. Just max out any of his weapons. I would actually, if you wanted to, max out the assault rifle. It's the best one of his weapons. After you've maxed out like his pistol and stuff. I always just start maxing out his weapons as first as I can. Because it's he does so much damage. So special enemy. Got to be careful of the special enemy. Take ricochet. Pistol, max it out. There we go. SMG is next. So that's just gonna open you up to like damage. So much quicker to kill things. SMG2. And actually the SWAT is one of the few people you can use to just skip if you wish to. If you want to do some early skips for things, like if you don't get a person, you do not feel bad about getting a skip at all. Because all of his level ups are actually really good. Especially if you get his weapons. So I'm already at SMG4. And we don't want either one of those, so we're going to like re-roll. And we'll take Ricochet. In fact, I probably should have banished one of those, but his skills are at least decent now, so any of them are semi-viable. You can use them. So this doesn't help this build at all, so we could actually banish the detective pipe so we never see it again. Sure. Taking this early is actually pretty good. So max health isn't going to hurt. And there we go. There's our assault rifle that we were looking for. And now you can pretty much just solo the game almost. You could do a solo with the guy before. It was a little difficult, but now it's a lot more difficult. Especially if you're doing it on the highest difficulty of the stage. Like if you're doing it on stage 3, you can do it, but I just wouldn't really recommend it. You have to get like the perfect rolls almost to not like just die straight up on difficulty 3. If you're wanting to try solo. Especially if you haven't maxed out your general tree. If you have all the weapons ones unlocked and all the ability ones maxed out, you could probably do it pretty easily. But I wouldn't do it personally. Not the greatest, but we'll just take the cooldown reduction. He's going to have his turret pretty soon. In fact, that may be the next one we pick. Nope. We got the last assault rifle, so now we can go into the turret. And see, special enemies. Not much, especially early on. Alright, so we got another character. We wouldn't mind having somebody, if we could get somebody. We could go mechanic. I don't have the specialization unlocked, but we could use the mechanic instead of the huntress. Sure. I would rather have Ricochet than anything from her right this second. Let's go ahead and pop this magnet. Get all this stuff up. Alright. We'll grab transmitter. In fact, let me go ahead and banish her roll for control car. And then we'll take transmitter. Take turret. This is like tip tier, especially if you have the SWAT. This upgrade his turret if it's available. I mean, you could, with him, you could pretty much just sit here. Do this if you wanted to. Ain't much gonna get you until like way later. Once you get to about the 10-minute mark or so, that's when you'll have to just start moving around again. But it's kind of boring, so I'm just gonna move. Let's get Ricochet 4. I think I want the one that gives it like 100% chance of activation, or do I want the other one? I can't remember what the other one is. I think one of them gives us... Yeah, okay, Shattering is one of them. Shattering is one of them. I'm not sure I want that. This is more kinetic, so we're going to take that instead. If you're wondering what the kinetic does, kinetics has a 30% chance to apply injury on an enemy. Injury increases all damage received by 23% for 3 seconds. At 10 or more tags, enemies deal less damage to the player while under the injured status effect. And that does affect bosses, so, yeah. Our first boss is here. He's, you know, kind of gone already. That's the power of the SWAT. That's the power of the SWAT. Why is this showing up again? I don't want that to show up again. I want to see what the other one is to make sure I remember correctly, because I think it's the other one I want. I could be wrong, because the Shattering is actually pretty great. Oh, yeah, that's it. This is what I wanted, the infinite. Ricochet chance is now 100%. So, yeah, it's kind of over for the basic enemies, really. If we also had, like, the dagger thing that gives us a 30% increased damage to them, yeah, it's pretty much over for them. And this is why the mechanic is so good together with the SWAT, with his turret and her deal. They kind of affect each other really, really well, even without a synergy. And here's our medic. We don't really need it. We could go tank. Be kind of fun to have the tank, you know. You know what? Screw it. We're going to go tank. Let's grab the transmitter. Let's have fun with it. We don't really have anything except kinetic. So that's not really going to help us. So we only get a 50. This, I think, will only give us a 15% critical chance since we have 3 people in our team. If you only have one person, it actually acts like you have a second person, 20% XP modifier. You get a 20% XP modifier every time you add a person to your team. So this would be like adding a second person to your team plus giving you 20% movement speed. Really good if you're only person. 20 armor and 10 dodge chance at 2 is not bad. The crit is nice later on. I think I'm just going to go the crab. This would actually be pretty good since we don't have the medic to heal us. But let's just do the crab. That's going to give us more damage output. Let's go and just get him up as well. I can't remember what I have his skill points into. I don't know if I have it into his, like, in-game shotgun or if I have it into his Gatling gun. I don't ever use bombing strike, so I'm gonna get rid of it. But I will take Fury Unleashed. I'm pretty sure I have its specializations unlocked. I hope I do anyway, because his specialization for it is pretty good. If I'm remembering the specialization correctly. Shotgun 3. His early shotgun is really, really bad. It's like really, really slow reload. I think it's like a double barrel or something. Weapon attack speed. We don't need that for him, so let's give that to the tank. That's going to help him out a lot. Especially right now while he's got the low shotgun. Okay, since she's available, we'll grab her a weapon upgrade. Let's go ahead and grab... Well, first let's kill this one. Yeah. SWAT. Shotgun. I ain't got no banishes, otherwise I'd banish the minefield. I don't like the minefield. Let's give her a weapon upgrade as well. Starting with the tank is very difficult now. You have such low damage output with your shotgun. If you survive until you get your level 3 shotgun, well, not level 3 shotgun, but your second shotgun, then you'll be okay. But until then, you are very, very going to get hurt, like pretty badly, since your weapons attack so slowly. All right, so yeah, pump action. Yeah, just keep on going into weapon stuff. Now this team right here is where with the medic you could go into her grenades. I would still go into the chainsaw personally, because if something gets close to you later on, you're going to melt it with her chainsaw, basically. Let's go ahead and get her transmitter up. Free level. Let's get her a weapon upgrade. Try to get her up to her chainsaw if we can. More than doing anything else right now. He touched me a little bit, but he died anyway. Okay, let's max out her transmitter then. I didn't trust it. I should have trusted it, but I didn't trust. I didn't trusted it when I should have. Okay, we're at danger level 3. So who do we got coming? You again? Signal booster. Yeah. Grab it. Doesn't affect the one we already had down. but that one does. But I want the military training. Health regen. Since we don't have the medic, we really need to get some of that. I have a lot of health regen from our general skill tree, but every little bit's going to help. Let's give her her new weapon. Try to get her a chainsaw. We got a new chest up here. I mean, this is going to give us a lot of damage and stuff and defense if we take that. But I think I'm just going to take the farming tools to get more stuff. Okay, pump action shotgun, Lancer, pump action shotgun, automatic turret. So either one of them is okay. His super shotgun is okay. But his minigun is also really good. So we're just going to take the minigun and get him that. That's even if he gets the chance to shoot. He may not even get a chance to shoot because the assault is just going to pretty much kill everything. What on that? I want to go ahead and get her chainsaw for anything else, really. So this would give us 2, 4, and 6. I'm going to lock down that, and I'm going to take that. That ability cooldown reduction thing would be great for, like, the turret transmitter combo. So... I thought I was out of the way of that, really. Unfortunately, it looks like I was just a little bit close enough. There we go. There's our chainsaw. That's going to help out his damage a lot. I can't remember what the other one is. Is it like ricochet affects the turret or something, maybe? I can't remember. No, it's taunts. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the taunt. Oh, damn. Okay. Let's grab this first. Do that other one on lockdown to get it next. Look at how many turrets there are, man. Oh, damn. It's so much fun. Let me grab this thing. Fury Unleashed. Fury Unleashed. Fury Unleashed. Thank you. One, two, three. Whoops. Sure. Yeah. Man, see, check it out. The mechanic is so bad. It's because he killed everything before she got a chance to touch it. It wouldn't have been any better with her grenade launcher or anything. It wouldn't have been any better. He did a million six. But yeah, the SWAT is just whack, man. The SWAT is just whack. Of course, as you can see, the SWAT is my favorite. Anyway, so the SWAT is just out of this world, really. I'm gonna put the point into that. I just need one more point again, and I can. But I want to see what this is next time we play. I don't know what that does. So here's the SWAT. How I have it built, like assault rifle, best weapon in the game. I feel. The grenade launcher, not bad, but just like the grenade launcher for the mechanic, don't choose this if you're going to be using him first, because it just will not work for you once you get to that point. You would need to stick with the SMG for a long time. His grenade things aren't bad. He has synergies with the engineer and the pyro. I would max out like the kinetic damage first. Here. And then I do have it into a super shotgun. I was wondering if I had it in that or the minigun. Either one's really good. The rocket launcher, not so much. It does good damage, but it takes the reload is on it is way bad. And also I don't have the tank completely unlocked, as you can see. I need to get him to level 60. So I need to play with the tank more. I also have his tank medic going, which I don't really need, and the minefield with the pyro. I think I was playing like pyro tank medic for a little bit when I was last playing. Is why it's all like this. And I think I was starting with the pyro a lot. But yeah, there's I'm gonna just put a point into that, but there isn't really need to put points into him until he gets unlocked as all the stuff. And then the deal is maxing out the ice type damage. Alright, so we're gonna call it here. But we'll be back next time. Probably with this again, maybe one more day into the deal. I think today is day 11. So there's 3 more days after this one. So we'll probably play this at least one more time. I want to get at least Last Epoch in one more time. And Project Zomboid in one more time. And then probably the third one will be this one again at the end. Unfortunately, it just Tiaria just didn't work out with the bug with magic storage. I just do not like playing that game without magic storage. So yeah, so I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is, in y'all's part of the world. Bye.